Hello everybody, it's Scribs. Thank you so much for the love on the last video. It has around 500 views, which is exactly, well, it's a little higher than what I was aiming for, but so happy that everybody watched it. Thank you for all the advice you gave me in the comments, and I hope you enjoy this week's video. Today we are going to be talking about debilitating art block, and I had gone through this for a week and a half, I think, and it felt so terrible that I decided to go back to the basics. And in last week's video, you saw a bit of the ways I decided to go back to the basics by taking some Skillshare classes and studying how to draw portraits in a really colorful way. I've also decided to continue to draw things that I love after that. So I really went back and I thought from the beginning about how heads are built in shapes because I felt like I was missing dimension. So I really changed the guides of how I would draw and tried to use more building blocks in order to achieve the drawings that I want to, because even though I do know how to draw without the building blocks, something was missing on that fundamental level since I feel as though my skills have changed a bit when it comes to art. I decided to do a lot more portrait drawings because those are pretty fun, and I definitely have to get back into anatomy, so we'll probably do some studies next week and I'll show you how I work with shapes and everything. That's really the most important thing to me when even getting to draw these even these portraits, is to think about shapes. And there were certain things that I wanted to work on, like the nose or the mouth. I still feel like the mouth is a little underdeveloped in some ways, but I don't know. It's just, it feels so complicated to focus on because it's actually just a few simple shapes, so I don't really know why I'm having so much trouble with it. I might have to do some studies of some other artists. I also thought I was having trouble with eyes, but now not so much since I did some really, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like one study and then that was it. And another thing, I developed this skill. I think I'll have to do another video of this, the skill exploration video, and I will probably draw Splatoon characters and Littlest Pet Shop because I've been drawing a lot of Littlest Pet Shops now, and it's been so fun. I maybe could even draw My Little Pony and a bunch of other cartoon animals. I should draw the Care Bears again because that's where this all came from. But I'm like, no, I'm having fun doing other stuff. But the point was to get more familiar with drawing round shapes and not having these breaks in my art, like these breaks in my lines where it's kind of feeling jagged or pointed or sharp. I really wanted to capture the roundness and the friendliness that a lot of cartoon characters seem to have, and the way they often don't have necks or their bodies are a bit different, and I always struggle with that. So I was pretty glad when I started drawing Littlest Pet Shop in my sketchbook in order to continue fighting my art block, and it actually turned out pretty good. I started off with markers. I was using pastel ohuhu markers in order to get the effect that I wanted, and then from there I was able to get familiar and learn about the shape language of everything. And sometimes that's a little bit easier, so I started off with that, and then I went into the line art. And I began to think to myself, what if I did this when I was drawing objects? So another thing I'd really like to conquer is prop design and background design. And I'm thinking if I allow myself to go in with the line art after and start with the shapes, it might come out better. I was very rigid. I was very rigid on the process in which I drew because I wanted to have, because there's a big part of me that didn't want to keep experimenting every time and then not have this final way to ever get anything done. That was my big freak out, nervous, worry, that's the word. That was my big worry, that I would try to draw something and then every single time with a different direction that I'd take it in, it would require me to struggle a lot and not be able to uh, put out. I wouldn't be able to put out as much art as I wanted to. So I really am glad that I'm allowing myself that flexibility, which is probably another reason why I even had art block. Like, somebody had a comment that they just experiment and do something so out of their style, and this felt, or out of their comfort zone, and this felt out of my comfort zone, even though it's not significantly, even though it's pretty simple and pretty easy. It was still something that I wasn't used to doing, that I had decided to do in order to improve my art and take it to the next level. Right now, you're watching me do a draw this in your style that I did, and I'd like to do some more. They're pretty fun, and I love when people have really unique designs. This was from I can't say the name, but I'll probably link the draw this in your style in my in the bio of this video, so you guys will be able to figure out what it was, and I won't butcher the name, but I had really a lot of fun doing it, though I found it really hard to the cross arm poses, so that's probably something I will practice. I probably should practice that tomorrow. I haven't had I've just been drawing. I haven't really been thinking about what I'm drawing and stuff, and I'd like to be a bit more focused in that. Like, I don't want to be rigid with myself again, but I do want to, if I set out to improve something, I want to make sure I actually put that into motion. I'm really not a person who likes to say I'm going to do something and then not do it. If I put it out into the universe, I must at least make an attempt, So that's kind of my goal. I think so far this year, I'm feeling pretty satisfied with myself and my art. And even though I had this big art block at the beginning of the year, right after coming off of drawing in my sketchbook every day, and doing so many pages as well, I'm looking over at everything as a overall positive, instead of thinking to myself, like, I didn't really get to do what I wanted to. Because, it's only March, so we're in the third month of the year, and that means there's 9 more months to go, so at this point, anything could happen, and I hope that I get to improve my art in the way I want to. One thing I really want to do is get a Class 101 Plus subscription, and take all the classes I'd like to do on there, because that, I think, will help me improve with a lot of the things that I'm really trying to, and then from there I'll be fine. Well, not I'll be fine, but I'll feel like I've improved in the way that I want to, and so I might do that soon. And yeah, tell me how you guys have been up to in the comments. Are you guys in school? Are you guys not in school? I am so glad I'm not in school. I hate school. Just working, and just working and drawing and working, as life should be. Well, life should just be drawing, but have to make a living some way. So I think I'm gonna do some coloring books soon and some other stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.